Justin Geddie, 24-year-old former second-round pick, now was on the Desert Dogs as of yesterday morning, was released. He had a 74.8 save percentage in 341 minutes last year for Las Vegas. Apparently, scrimmages have not done him well. And now the competition is down to Landon Kells, Alex Bouquet, and Caleb Kahn, the 18-year-old. Now, obviously, and we're going to get into the goalie competition soon here. Obviously, the reason I bring up Jack Hanna for a good reason, don't worry. I'm not just trying to get Jack Hanna out of Henderson. I want him to play with the Desert Dogs, but I don't know what's going on there. But let's say Jack Hanna does get traded. Is there a way you can get back a good goalie? And here's why I say that, because it has to be more than two teams. Like, you cannot give him to Colorado and get Nathan Whittam. God love him. You cannot get back Whittam in return for Jack Hanna. Obviously, there'll be a bunch more. People talk about, oh, you'll get better defenders. Guys, better defenders are not going to fix what's in the room right now, or in the stable, as Frick calls it. Because quite frankly, what did Landon Kells do just last year, a 24-year-old as well? Landon Kells, 73.6 save percentage, 735 minutes. That's not good at all. That's worse than Justin Geddie. Now, there's another guy, Alex Bouquet. People call him Alexis. I don't know why. I feel like he goes by Alex now. I could be wrong, but anyways, that's just OCD kills me on that. Anyways, Alex Bouquet, the last time he played goalie in the NLL, had 76.6 save percentage. Not great. Better than the previous two, by the way, in 795 minutes. He's 33 now, by the way. Now, there's a good thing and a bad thing here about Bouquet, because he's only gone below that 75%, which, oh, by the way, is terrible, once. And that was with the Riptide in 2020. But he's never gone above 78% in the entire season. And 2015 Colorado, he played 250 minutes. That's not going to cut it. That's not a full season. So, that being said, Alex Bouquet, I've heard rumblings, he has been the best goalie so far. But I'm going to be honest with people. And this is only on the arguments and debates of if Las Vegas does not trade for a goalie. Go with the kid, Caleb Kahn. I'm saying it now. I have no idea if Caleb Kahn is the answer. I do know there is a chance he is the answer. This screams of an NFL team that has a good roster, but has a young quarterback that you have to pull the trigger on. Okay? I know that people are like, oh, you can't let the kid take shots. I don't care. Let him get blasted year one. Like, if he's that guy, I'm going to be honest, if you were a professional athlete and you get lit up in year one, I don't feel sorry for you if you are the answer moving forward. It's not going to help the fans out, but thankfully fans do not make the decisions. So again, I say Caleb Kahn, feeling like if they don't trade, this is on the, let's say they keep Jack Hanna, or let's say even if they trade Jack and don't get a goalie back, which would be criminal, but let's say somehow, some way, they don't have any extra goalies. I'm going Caleb Kahn and roll with him, and unless he's absolutely awful, Alex Bouquet's the backup, and try your best to get some compensation for Landon Kells. That's where I'm at right now. Again, Justin Geddie is gone. Landon Kells was worse than Geddie last year. Bouquet is a veteran, but if Las Vegas wants to win anything this year, again, I have them as my number 8 seed. I think they make the playoffs, and I don't even know who their goalie is. And that's like probably presumptuous on my part. Their roster's good enough, and they have enough people bought in. Just roll with Caleb Kahn. That's my thinking right now. Again, I understand the argument of, oh, he's a rookie. You need to let him develop. Bro, bump all that, okay? Can you imagine? And I know I'm not saying the Rush planned this because I know they didn't. Remember when Thomas Kajik last year, remember when he came in those 2 games when Chiliano was out, and somehow the Rush and the NLL debated with the rule, however that worked? Remember that? Kajik, the first quarter was awful. And then he literally shut down the next 7 quarters, okay? You're going to have some growing pains. But it would be, in my opinion, not very smart to roll with Bouquet to start. Because you know if you start Bouquet, you know that eventually Caleb Kahn's going to have to come in. You know if you go with Landon Kells, you're going to have to play musical goalies between him and Bouquet, which leads you back to Caleb Kahn. If you start with Caleb Kahn, the only way you go back to the other guy or guys is if he sucks. And I don't think he does. He might not be great, but there's no way this guy is that bad. And if he is, well, I don't know what to do with Vegas at this point. But guys, goalie has bit them in the tail for years. Since they joined this league, Vegas has had no goalie. Again, respect to Kells, respect to Geddie, respect to Bouquet, who actually loved on the Rush in 2022 or whenever he was there. Respect to Joel Watson. They have not had their guy. Roll with Caleb. Roll with Caleb Kahn. Roll with him. And again, ride him till the wheels fall off. If he's terrible, I think you'll know. But something tells me he'll be okay. And again, if he's that bad, Alex Bouquet is a serviceable backup. But you cannot go in here with the roster and hype that you have and say to your fans, we're going with Bouquet. That's not going to cut it, man. And again, I root for Alex Bouquet. I love his personality, especially from a media perspective. I think he seems to lock in and do what he has to do. But he ain't the modern athletic goalie. Like, I believe Caleb Kahn has to start if you're going to be competitive. Again, Bouquet is nice, but I don't see how you start Bouquet. I don't care if he's outperforming Kahn, because again, you go with Bouquet or Kells, you know deep down Kahn might be there by the end of the year. And that's something you don't want to have to deal with, because that means your season went to hell. Honestly. I keep bringing up Halifax. You want Warren Hill to start. Because if Hutchinson has to come in, then your season, you're not having as dominant of a season as you'd like. And I think Vegas is good enough. Again, I don't mind Bouquet, but swing with Caleb Kahn, man. Let him have it. Let's go. This is also why I'm not a GM or a coach. It's fine.